So, episode 1 of my new save, where I'm going to be managing it in League 1 with Le Havre. I'll be honest, I'm not the best FM player, honestly. Tactic wise, I'm pretty awful and in-game management, but I feel like I'm decent at building squads. So I'm hoping to do quite well in France. I'll be honest as well, though, I don't really know much about Ligue 1 and definitely don't know anything about Le Havre. The thing I know about Le Havre mainly is their academy is one of the best in France, I believe. I think they had Mahrez before he went to Leicester. Maybe Pogba started there, but I could be wrong on that. So the rules for this save are as follows: is that I'm going to try and make it as realistic as possible. I will try buy players that are low in price and sell for high cash. One other rule that I will be doing is that I won't use the search bar to buy players. So that way I'm not going for the same players I maybe have bought offline on Twitch or my offline saves. So what I will do is ideally I will just use my scouts and use recommendations from them, or I will use the transfer player database and go via the attributes where you can do, let's say, centre back, ball playing centre back, and I'll have a player matching 10 out of 14 attributes, for example. So that is my ideal plan. So we will start in the season in France, but I've added a few nations. So I've got Austria, Belgium, Croatia, Czech Republic, and I think that is it for view only. I'm not too sure what that means. I think it's just like you can just see the league. I don't think it makes much difference with the players. Then we've added as playable England, Germany, Italy, Netherlands, Portugal, Spain, Turkey, and obviously France. We are on a large database. We will be on a large database, and we've added South America from top division clubs, Northern Europe, Central Europe, Eastern Europe, Northeastern Europe, North Africa, and West Africa. And I've added a few nations like Japan, Korea, Greece, Saudi Arabia, for example. So yeah. Also, I think the last thing is play attribute masking. I've got that turned off. I was tempted to have it turned on because I've never done it before, but I think it'll be too difficult for me. I'm not, as I've said before, I'm not the best FM player at all, but I'm hoping to do well and try and enjoy this series. So yeah, enjoy. So let's take a look at Le Havre here. So the board expectation is we are going to be battling relegation, which I kind of expected, to be honest. So we are predicted to finish 17th. I do like the kit, it's really nice. The supporter culture is develop players using the club's youth system. We have a 24,500 seater stadium, which is actually decent, to be fair. We have great training facilities and we have great youth facilities, and the finances are okay. So our local rival is Cannes. Is that? I think there's two Cannes in France potentially. I might be wrong there, but yeah, let's see how we do. So we've got, these are the stats we've done: unsuited, unsuited, and everything. I don't know how you can change that to motivating to be. Let's be the authority is unsuited and motivating to be reasonable. But I'm not sure there's a way to do that. But yeah, let's see how we get on with Le Havre. So in this episode, it'll just be the transfer window and first game of the season. I'm not sure who that is against. Hopefully we have an easy first game of the season. Right then, we'll accept the club vision. So work within wage budget, grow the club's reputation, maximum 1 year contracts for players of the age of 33, which I kind of would like to do as well. Avoid relegation is required. We'll accept that. But I just noticed at the corner of my eye, Monaco away is the first game of the season. Wow. We have Benfica and Sporting Lisbon in a friendly. Damn. And Dijon as well, and Sochaux. But that, Monaco, Lens, Nice, Strasbourg, all them, I'm sure, are in European competition, aren't they? Maybe Lens might not be, but I'm pretty sure all them will be. That is a tough start. Also, for the transfer budget, if I just turn my camera off quickly on the top right, we have no money to spend and no wage, which is an issue. So it looks like we have to sell to buy. So we have some interesting players: Samare, Kechta, Masengo, Ute, Sangante, and Mapase. So at least that's a nice sign that players are wanted. I'm just looking at the squad. I recognise Duaf, Boufal, Cadra, Samata, formerly of Villa. Seko was at Grasshoppers, I believe. Yes. I think I signed him 1 year. Pemba used to be at Sunderland and PSG, I believe. Apart from that, nobody else I recognise. But what I like about the squad is we've got 4 centre-backs, so good depth, 2 right-backs, 2 left-backs, covered for central midfield, and we have some wide players. So we are looking at a 4-3-3 of some form, or maybe a 4-2-3-1. So we have some nice options there. So after looking at our squad, I just remembered this page here, and we had interest in Sumare, Ketchta, I think Seko might have been one as well, and Sengante, and their contracts expire in a few months. So after looking at the players, I'm going to try probably sell Somare, Ute, Lloris, and Torre, and we'll give deals to Sangante and Ketch to it as well. So we'll give them 2 new deals, and we'll try and raise some funds by selling them players. Right, so we are a few days in. We have done some offers for scouts. So if I go to his staff transfer activity, Jose Maria Barber, we'll send him to a few countries there. I think that's really nice. He can cover a few there. Roy Buchenkamp, I think he's going to Scandinavia. Yeah, so Denmark, Norway, Sweden. We'll send him there. Might even do Netherlands and Germany as well in that one actually as well. Neil Kuvers as well. We'll do Belgium, France. To be fair, he could cover a lot of nations actually. So he's got a good few nations. And Nicolas Sinale, so he will go to South America and cover Argentina, Paraguay, Uruguay, and Colombia. We have had offers in for players. So we'll start off with Issa Samare. He's going to go to Rennes for 4.3 million. Ute is going to Parma for 1.7 million. Abdoulaye Toure for 2.2 million, which he's probably one of our better players, but he's on 18,000 a week. He had 1 year left. I think it's probably a bit of a risk selling him, but he's 31, nearly 32. Decent wages on as well, so potentially we could get someone younger. Darren Masengo is going to go to Olympiacos for 2.5 million. He's got high potential, but I'm not convinced on that personally. And Gautier Lloris, he's going to go to Strasbourg or Celta Vigo for 3.7 to 3.8 million. As well, he's one of our better centre backs as well, but I think we can get someone in for like 1 million as well, because he wouldn't have started. Because at the moment, I'll show you my team. We've got Seko and Sangante at centre back, Decore right back, Zouari left back, Duaf and Ndiaye's defensive midfield, and Ketchta as the central midfielder. And obviously, we need to get someone for left wing, right wing, and striker. As I said, I'm not the best with tactics. I've done a little base tactic here, which I will improve the rules. But at the moment, that is what it's going to look like. And for out of possession, I've gone to 4-2-3-1 as well. And I've pulled the left wing and right wing back into midfield as well. So I could potentially go and pull Ketchta into defensive midfield as well. But I think that's a bit too defensive. We'll come to that at a nearer date. So currently we have got our scouts. They are all now assigned. So I have sent them to Argentina, Paraguay, Colombia, Uruguay, Croatia, Slovakia, Turkey, Serbia, Ukraine, Belgium, Scandinavia, Netherlands, Germany, France, Belgium, Spain. And we have got one coming from, I think it was Japan and Korea. So hopefully Sam finds some players. Unfortunately though, I do need players to arrive now. So what I'm going to do is try and get a lone player in. So as I said near the beginning of the video, I'm going to try rely on my scouts as much as possible, but that might have to wait till January. But ideally, though, in about a week or two, there will be some players. But I need to get a striker. Striker is the most important position now. So what I've done here is done striker. I think I did centre forward and 12 to 20, and I'm actually in 13 out of 16. And I've gone for loan only and doubtful, and we'll see if we can find any players in here. There are 1 or 2 players who took my eye. Emerson from Toulouse, potentially. Vanat, 24k per week. Not ideal, but Emerson, 6 grand per week. There is Cafani from Leverkusen and Ozakson from Sociedad. So there is good options available to us. So what I've done is I've updated the search from 13 to matching 14 out of 16, and we have still a lot of options available to us. I am leaning towards getting Emerson because he can play left wing, right wing, and striker. We need left wing, right wing, striker. But in France, you can only have 5 players on loan, and we have 3. And I am leaning towards him to be my striker. Good technicals, average mentals, and good physicals. And I think there's room for him to grow. But why I like Emerson is I think we could play him as the left wing, inside forward. However, there is a downside. The playing monthly fee is extortionate. You're looking at 2 million for the year, which is a lot of money. And I wonder if we wait a week or two, would that price drop? I don't know. It's a risk. I don't think anyone will come in for him though. My other option is Orit Oskarsson from Sociedad. Not the best physicals, some okay. The mentals I really like, and the technicals I like apart from the heading. But he's definitely an option. But again, extortionate. You're looking at 8 million for the year. So 2 days gone by, and we have done a bid for Emerson. So if you can see on the left-hand side, 1.3 million. I think last time it was 2.1 million. So I don't mind that at all. 1 million cheaper, million saved. 650k if we avoid relegation, which we should do hopefully. And we have an optional fee of £5 million to pay. I think that's a good signing. So one other player we have done a bid for is Jacob Trenskow from Herenveen in the Eredivisie. He's going to play on the right wing as an inside forward. 1 million up front, 2.5 million in 12 months' time. Then after a lot of games, 2 million and 2 million. And we've removed the percentage of next sale and profit from next sale. So he did come up on my scouts as a B+. I think he looks a good player, to be honest with you. I think he'll be all right. Well-rounded stats, decent physicals. Not the best technically, but it's okay. And the okay mentals. So he can move into the channels, likes to play the ball played into feet, and cuts inside from the right wing. So I think that'll be perfect for us with an inside forward. So I think he'll be a good signing. And he's not on much wage, only £310 per week, which is surely in every division they'll get paid more than that, no? So a bit of a transfer update. What I will do though, I will bring you back probably for the Monaco game. So we've got a while to go. That way the episodes aren't too long. But currently, I will have to turn the camera off. We're on 10 million to spend now, and we have UT still to go. So looking at 12 million there. We have made 2 signings. We have got Emerson in on loan, so he will go straight into the team. Must look into my striker, and Jacob Trenskvo from Herenveen has signed. So he's only on 2.5 grand a week, which is insane. And he's got lots of good players, worth 13 million. So there's definitely maybe, if he has a good season, there's profit to be made there. So I'm quite happy with that signing. There's nothing else really to report other than I need to find a striker. If I look at if we look at our squad, we have a winger. We do have Trensko who I can put in now. I could put Emerson as I'll do him as left wing for now, in the case of just getting a striker in. So that is the key. And here maybe because we've lost 1 or 2 central midfielders, maybe we'll look to bring in 1 or 2. So I wasn't actually planning to bring the recording for this part because I didn't expect anything to happen apart from maybe transfers, which I was going to do for the first game of the season against Monaco. But we've received a takeover approach. Ligue 1 team Havre AC could soon be the subject of a takeover bid amid rumours that the current owner, Jeff Lunhau, is looking to move on. The Athletic is reporting that an unnamed investor is looking to buy a controlling stake in the club, possibly with the view of floating the club on the stock market. Interesting. So it is match day now. We are away to Monaco, and we have made some signings, so I will show them now. Signing number 1, Jean Daniel Akpa-Akpro. We've got him on loan from Verona. I think he used to be at Lazio. He did. I think technically he's okay. He's not the best. But mentals are brilliant and physically he's okay. They will decrease because he's 32 years old. Lucas Asade. My scouts found him in South America. He looks really good. Like, physically he's decent. Good pace, good fitness. Stamina could be better than strength, obviously. Balance is a little low. Mentals, they're okay. It's only 21 though, so they may improve over time. And then I think technically, it's decent technically. It can probably improve though for sure. Then also we have bought Maxim Leitch from Mainz, I believe. Mainz. So centre back as well. He could potentially. I don't think he's good. Well, he is good enough to start for sure, but I think my other two centre backs, Sangante and Seko, are better. But for a third choice centre back, I don't think you can complain. I think he cost me £1 million. I will go through the transfer history in a minute. Then again, a scout we recommended Katijan Lons from Bochum. So again, box to box midfielder. He may start for me because he's 19, just to help him improve and get the stats up, give him game time. But I've got big hopes with this guy. 6'3", physically decent, and they should improve. Mentals are decent again; they'll improve, and I think technically he's actually okay for a central midfielder. And I think that is it. Oh no, I saw this guy as well who was scouted, Sergei Muradian from Noah. I think that's the team who Chelsea beat in the Conference League, perhaps. But it looks okay. Decent tackling, marking, and heading. Concentration's decent. Brave anticipation. Aggression's very low, which is not the best, I imagine. But physically, acceleration could be quicker. But jumping reach good. Pace is okay. Might improve over time. But ideally, I will send him out on loan. But I think for now he has to stay because of the rules in France with loans. I think we've got too many out on loan, I believe. If we go to the club and transfer history, we should be able to show the fees. So Asadi was apparently 2.5. I think that can rise up to about 5 million potentially at Asadi. Lights 1 million on loan at Pack Pro, and Lons was 3 million, but I think that it could rise to about 5 million as well. But yeah, I'm quite impressed with the transfer business we have done. So then away to Monaco. I haven't got high hopes, to be honest, but if we could rescue a point or just have a narrow defeat but an okay performance, I think we will take that for. Fingers crossed we have a good game. Well, we've kicked out from centre circle from kick-off, which is not the best of starts. So some scores already. Brest 2-2 against Lille. Good result for Brest, I imagine. Nice with a good win at home to Toulouse. Paris FC 1-1. So not few draws there. Nothing much happening for opening 15 minutes. We will take this for a start. They're dominating the ball and the chances so far, but nothing on Tiger, which we're happy with. So they're playing basically like a 3-5-2 kind of formation, I think it was there. I only saw the one DM and two wing backs. Good interceptions by Seko, Akpro, Sangante to Decore. Oh, dilly-dallied on the ball there. Oh, there could be a chance here. Oh, we should be intercepting that. Vanderson off the woodwork. Decore was just dilly-dallying on the ball there. Didn't like that. But we're on the counter here. Emerson. Ketchler, can he switch play? Oh, end of highlight. But good little break there. Shame we didn't switch the ball quicker. So, yeah, they're playing a 3-5-2 formation. So, hopefully, we can get some joy maybe on counter-attacks in the middle. Zakaria, Akliuche, Enrique, Mawissa. I see we concede a free kick. That's okay. We'll take that end of highlight. If we can just see it's a half time and somehow would be nice to create one little chance though. Maybe it's coming here. Decore, Duaf over the top, straight to the goalkeeper. Poor playing there. Really poor play. Mawissa brings the ball forward to Koulibaly, Balogun, Vanderson. Going to get the cross in. Good punch. Aklusha Henrique. I think that's. Don't know if the keeper saved that or hit the woodwork. Mawissa. Through to Henrique again. Aklusha switch. Vanderson. Blocked. Good block by Assad. But we played okay. Defensively look okay at the minute. We've only had 2 shots on target, so we've had our first shot of the game now, 1 on target. But I'm reasonably pleased. I was hoping maybe we'd have a bit of more of a highlight, unless it comes now. Nope, we've lost the ball cheaply with a needless ball. Seiko intercepts at Papro, catched her. Oh, nearly. Just need to time one ball correct. Tresco. Decore it over top to Emerson. Oh, offside. We don't score anyway, but Emerson offside. Good ball, that. Chin was just off. So that keeps on the 7.1 and Vanderson. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. Vanderson's been their best player. But 0-0 half time. We'll take that. Right, we'll let them know we're happy with that first half. But we'll take that for sure. I wonder if we should drop a bit deeper, though. That's what I'm a bit worried on. Maybe like a ball over the top might cost us, but we're okay at the minute. Sangante, Duaf, out wide to Trensco, over the top to Emerson. Hiradeki comes and claims that ball easily. Can we? Oh, I thought he was throwing that to the right back there. Mawissa drives forward into Ansu Fati, who switched out wide to Vanderson. He's going to get in the cross, and it's a goal. It's been coming. It's all been Vanderson on that right wing for Monaco. That's a poor goal to concede. Needless ball over the top to Emerson, and it went straight through to the goalkeeper. But it was coming from Vanderson. He was being their danger man. I think we'll give it 10-15 minutes. We're in the game still, but don't need to kind of dramatically go all out. Give it till the 65th, 70th minute, and I might take a DM off and go for a number 10. I'll tell you what, we'll do that now. So Duaf is on a yellow card. So what we'll do is we will bring on Sofian Boufal. We'll have him in maybe the free roll. Put him in the free roll, and I'll have to sort this out possession out as well. We'll do that for now. Yeah, we'll do that for now. I think we could be okay. Actually, no, we'll drop Buffon to central midfield and we'll have him further forward. Maybe we could get some counter attacks. I won't let him try. We'll leave that. We'll have Buffon on just a central midfield. And then team instructions. Have a bit of width. And I think what we'll do is we'll high press, high defensive line, and I think we'll trigger the press more often here. Might be a bit early to go for it, but I think we've got to change something. But it's not been the worst performance at all. The wingers are not having the greatest of games here, so maybe we'll do a pause and we'll try to sub both off, try bring some fresh legs on. So Kadra can go on the left and Kirima can go on the right. Hopefully they may bring some fresh legs and a bit of something different. But it's looking like it's going to be a narrow 1-0 defeat at Monaco, which is not the worst. I think we've been okay. Attacking wise, we have been poor, but I didn't expect much unless we can create a chance somehow from this free kick. Sofian Boufal over the steps over. Oh, good save by Hiradeki. Good save. I think now what we should do is I'm going to go 2 up top. We'll take Duaf off and bring Samata on. He can be a target forward and out of possession. Obviously, put him there and centre forward, and have him as the attacking midfielder. Hopefully, we could get a goal. We'll go with attacking. I'm wondering if I should pull my wing backs further forward as well. Maybe go advanced wing back. Catch to loses the ball so cheaply. But can we press? Dyer, Balogun, Golovin, Enrique. Got to get the cross in, isn't it? Golovin, Balogun. That's 2-0. They've got us on the Enrique and Balogun, for me, have been their best players. So Henrique and Vanderson, they've been their best players for me personally. Even though Henrique's probably on a 6.5, I think he's had a good game. It's a shame that 2-0. It's disappointing to lose. But I expected it, but I had hoped we maybe would test the goalkeeper more. Our best chance from the highlights has been from the Boufal free kick. Unless we can try get a goal back here, Zoawe. Over top to Emerson again, a needlessly long ball. Maybe something to look at on the tactics. Maybe go standard instead of more direct. And there's a good save by Jiao from Crepin Diatta. but it looks like that is going to be it. A 2-0 defeat in Monaco. Not the best start to the season, but was it expected? It probably was expected to defeat, but I was okay with that. They're not happy. I thought we did okay, but they've lost focus apparently. But yeah, that will be it for episode 1. And what I think we will do is I'll bring you back for the first game. We'll go with Lons, and then I'll bring you back for Lorient. So we'll do 2 games next episode. But yeah, if you have any tips where I can maybe improve or any advice, I'm open to suggestions. As I'm new to editing on YouTube, I'm new to really doing videos. And to be fair, I'm not the best tactician, and I could definitely learn some new tips. So yeah, leave a comment if you got any tips. But yeah, thanks for watching.